You can maybe deal with something the first few hours of a ride, but when you're getting 45 hours in or 4 days in, your feet are going to cry out if the shoes aren't working well.
Lake Cycling was born in Chicago in 1982. Today they offer over 20 models spanning multiple disciplines and orthopedic needs. We stopped by their North America headquarters to find out why 40 plus years later, this brand still has a cult following in the cycling community. From their base models to one-of-a-kind customs, North America distribution, and a special collaboration with the Michigami for 2026. Let's talk shop with Lake Cycling.
Chris.
Hey, Jack, how are you? Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome. Pleasure.
Excited to kind of take a tour of the facility today.
Yeah.
So Lake's a Chicago brand, started in the 80s.
Yeah, started in 1982 in Evanston, Illinois.
So what was that first model?
Well, I think the one that we're really first well known for is the CX-1. When you walk in our door, there's a photo of Andy Hampston going up the climb in the Giro d'Italia in 1988. I think that's really the first model that really got Lake on the map, as it were. And to do it on the Chicago-made product is pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
We are a small but global brand. It's nice to be able to invite people in. So, a consumer can call up and say, hey, can I come and try some shoes on? We're happy to host people.
I think you guys have a really strong reputation for being such a small company. I assumed it was 500 to 1,000 people.
Yeah, and that's what's great. I love kind of demystifying that for people.
Well, can we get hands-on with some shoes?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'd love to show you. All right, so let's talk some shoes. I would say probably the most dynamic shoe that we've seen. We're now on our second iteration of it. This would be really kind of the ultra endurance kingpin shoe. The 242 really came from a athlete we work with, again, ultra distance mountain bike and gravel rider who has a bunion, not able to work with it surgically, so they're kind of stuck with it. They were always cutting a hole in their shoe to give that bunion a place to live comfortably so they could ride. Hutch, our production designer, was having a conversation, and his idea was, well, let's build a shoe that offers support, because first and foremost, the cycling shoe needs to be supportive for those long distance. Let's think about comfort. Let's think about someone who has a bunion, has an aroma, or again, they are going to be riding their bike for 4 days straight. They're doing the Michigami. It's a unique looking shoe within the cycling category.
Yeah.
It's a segmented upper. What I really like about the shoe is that it's really kind of a Swiss Army knife in where you can make adjustments on the fly. But it starts with an internal sleeve that's antimicrobial and very breathable and very stretchy. Carbon outsole, so you're going to get your great power transfer there. Proper platform. But the upper being segmented, you can see these areas here of holes between the first and fifth metatarsal and so forth that, if I can kind of show with my finger, gives you an idea that a bunion could live there.
I just watching this, my feet want that.
You're like, please give me that.
I've noticed it on this side, right? I can tell that's designed to allow for the flexibility.
Correct. What I did here with the front bit is I just removed the lace on the front. That's something that maybe 2 days in you need to do because you want some little more wiggle room with your toes that they can splay out properly.
Yeah.
But you can do that with this shoe. You asked earlier about the carbon material here. Is it decorative or is it actually functional? This is a company we work with from Seattle. It's called Carbotex. And it's a purely 100% carbon fiber material, so it doesn't stretch. This is a leather shoe. We want those shoes to last a long time. You're tightening those shoes down, thousands and thousands of times over the life of the shoe. What happens ultimately is that leather will start to creep, and you end up finding that people are getting to the point where that shoe is almost closing in on them because they've run out, the leather stretched so much.
Rigid where it needs to be, flexible where it should be.
Correct. So it's a really great shoe for ultra distance. We're not cookie cutter. We build on different lasts for different attributes that we want the shoe to have. And the last is the form with which you build a shoe around. If we talk about this shoe in profile versus this shoe, you can see inherently this is a much flatter sole. They're all very much based on what we want to do, the person we're going after or the attributes of that foot.
So you've got different constructions for different use cases.
And that, again, that's something that Lee from day one really believed in.
So I've had a pair of Lakes for probably 4 years now, and I haven't yet molded the formable carbon.
So we were the first cycling shoe company to work with a fully heat moldable custom product. The technology was not new. It was definitely came from speed skating. Put it in the oven for about 4 or 5 minutes at 180 degrees, and it becomes malleable. It allows you to mold it. You don't want your heel lifting up and down when you're riding. You're wasting energy. It's a loss of power transmission. We took that material, we took that idea, and we introduced it to a more of a traditional shoe. You can see this little pocket of carbon there. That is a U-shaped piece of carbon fiber there that is heat moldable. What's nice about it is you don't need to mold it if you don't want to, so you're not doing anything wrong by not molding them. And you can remold as many times as you want.
Okay.
So that's really a nice feature.
Lake offers a plethora of styles and fit, but sometimes a rider has a specific problem to solve.
So we got some custom shoes here that are getting ready to ship out. We've got a really fun pair here going out to a woman that we've sponsored, a great athlete for a number of years now, Heidi Franz. She signed this year with a French team. When they did the announcement of signing her, they did a little Viva la France. So she's like, you know what, that'd be really fun to have on my shoes. And their kit is on the right side orange, left side greens. Those shoes are going to have oftentimes a lot of weather thrown at them. So we've made 2 of our shoes with a microfiber material. And we've got 1 pair of shoes that are kangaroo leather. The kangaroo shoe will be most likely used at the Tour de Femmes during July. Obviously in France it's going to be very hot, so it's a more breathable shoe than the microfiber. But for cleaning and so forth, the microfiber shoe will be a better option for her in the springtime, when the races are going to be a little mucky. This one we do in collaboration with people my age would recognize this. This is a Chris Chance Yo Eddie design. This kind of came out with a collaboration a couple years ago at Sea Otter. But a few others here. These are consumers that have gone onto our website and placed an order. You can do colors and/or graphics. You can choose your Lake logo size. You can do not a Lake logo if you don't want to have a logo. Some fun things that we do that other people don't do. So we actually do a pedal cleat layup for speed play pedals. And one other thing that we do, I think really is apropos for people doing ultra distances, we actually do split sizing within our custom program. So if someone has let's say a size 43 wide on their right foot, but they're a 42 regular on the left, we can make that pair for them. Not everyone's going to be symmetrical.
Yeah.
Most of us aren't.
Yeah.
So yeah, the custom program is something relatively unique that we make it available to anybody who wants to do it. It makes you feel good that we're just kind of helping get more people out there on bikes.
Every one of those shoes, whoever they're made for, ships out of this room.
All right, so we're kind of in the boiler room of Lake. This is where everything for North America gets shipped. We're shipping anywhere, again, from 40 to 300 pairs of shoes a day out of here.
Wow.
Again, this is all of our direct-to-consumer shipments as well as our dealer shipments. We try and get everything out of here within 24 hours. For a small team, it works really well.
Yeah, small but efficient.
Our shared goals of having a global reach while staying true to local roots is why the partnership between Michigami and Lake Cycling is a perfect fit.
Well, thanks for having us. It's been a pleasure to learn about the history of Lake.
Excellent.
And excited for our partnership this year.
You know, you do something I think really great for the community here, and being part of the Chicago cycling community is important to us.
Yeah.
So it seemed like an absolute no-brainer.
Yeah. And the Lake team is generously giving away prizes to the race winners.
We got some good ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. We thought it might be a really nice memento for the winners to get a pair of custom shoes with their time on the shoes. It'll be up to them of like what they want those shoes to look like, so they won't be, I'm sure they won't be the same.
Yeah, truly one of a kind for
One of a kind.
a one of a kind experience that they have around the lake.
Exactly, yeah.
And then we'll have a few other surprises for another pair or two to give away for followers on social media.
Excited for the event.
Yeah, we'll see you out there.
We'll be out there,
Yeah.
100%, absolutely.